But welcome back, y'all. Long time no see. Not really. It's probably been like 5, 6 days. Hold on, let me load my shit down. Actually, that might be good. It's probably been like 5, 6 days since I put on the channel. Just know, if y'all want to see daily content, follow me on TikTok at Zay After Dark. Zay After Dark, I post daily there. But all the stuff that I post on there, or at least 90% of the stuff I post on there, comes from these YouTube videos anyway. But if you want daily content, follow me daily. If you want to hit me up or anything, TikTok. That's the place to find me. But anyway, today I can't say I have a topic in particular to talk about. I guess I just wanted to sit here and chat with y'all. Really, I just needed a video to go up, you know? Hey, what are you doing back there? Really, I just needed a video to upload. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about. Just a couple of things I've been thinking about this week, right? So, oh shoot. Number one, I can't remember what I was seeing or what made me come up with this, but I guess I was watching a video of some sort, or I don't know what I came across that made me think about this, but it just made me think how whenever we were younger, like being a child between the ages of like, toddler to even up to the age of like 10, 12, as kids we didn't question a whole lot, you know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying this is because we were more willing to try. We were more willing to try as kids, you know what I mean? Like when you were younger, this is like before adults had a chance to ruin your mentality. That's the way I see it, because when you're a child, you don't have understand the concept of failure the same way that an adult has the understanding of it. Of course, as a kid, if you lost, if you something you didn't like happened, you probably cried or whatever the case may be, but the concept of failure just didn't have the same effect on you as it does as an adult. Like a perfect example would be, I remember being a kid, right? And I would ask my mom, like, "Oh, can I pull my toys out? Like, can I pull my toys out, play with my toys?" She'd be like, "No." And I would ask her like 20 times if I could pull out my toys, like, you know what I mean? Until eventually she would either let me pull out my toys, or she wouldn't. But the point is, I never stopped asking. I would keep asking because that's what I wanted, bro. You know what I mean? And nothing in my mind was gonna stop me from playing with my toys. Like the word, hearing the word no, or the concept of failure just didn't hit as hard as it does as an adult. And it kind of sucks because as you get older, it shifts a little bit, right? The concept of failure seems much more hurtful, seems much more draining, much more like a heavy task, which it was never meant to be. Like the concept of failure and of rejection in life in general became something that has way too much attention on it. Like it's taken way deeper than it should be. We're not going on my bed, bro. Taken way deeper than it should be. Move. um, but I just find it interesting. As a kid, I feel like at that point it was a lot easier to do things because there wasn't that limitation that was set on your mind. Like I can't remember any point in time being a kid where I thought about something I wanted to do and didn't feel like I could do it. And anyone who knows me knows I've ventured into hundreds of hobbies. Like I've done everything. Not everything, of course, but I've done a lot of stuff, and a lot of that came from when I was young. Like ever since I was young, if I seen something that someone was doing and I felt that it was cool, if I felt that it was interesting, if I felt anything about it, there was no fear in me when it came to trying it. There was no fear in me when it came to trying it at all, whatever that was. So like just to name off a few things. The first one would be art, right? Seeing people draw, it was super interesting to me. Like just the fact that you could take a piece of paper and a pencil and turn it into a piece of art was incredible to me. So I found that super interesting. So I took it upon myself, grabbed pencils, paper, and I tried to do some drawing. I sucked at it. And I'm talking about I was terrible. I remember being young, and I remember a few times taking the pieces of paper that I drew, crumpling them up, throwing them like across the room while crying because the drawings that I was drawing wasn't looking like the drawings that these people were drawing. Like I was highly upset. But the difference is I kept going back to it every day. I kept drawing every day. I just liked it. Nothing about it. Like even with failure, even with clear evidence that the work I was doing was like trumped in comparison to the people I was kind of not manipulating, mirroring or whatever. I still never at any point felt like I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I still never felt like I couldn't draw well. And this is about the age of like 8 years old I started drawing. But over the years, the focus is terrible, dude. But over the years, the funny thing about it is, fast forward to the age of 14, 6 years later, um, people complimenting my art, saying, very nice things about my art. I felt like I was a good artist, in comparison to a lot of people. I was a great artist. I mean, I was drawing pretty realistic portraits of people, realistic portraits of characters. Like, it wasn't like nothing against these people, but it wasn't like little cartoony stuff that you see people draw in school. Like, this was realism replication. Like, it was good art. Like, I got good at it. So that's one thing. We talk about even video games when I was younger. I don't really play video games anymore, but video games when I was younger, I was, if I saw a game that I liked, I never felt like I couldn't get good at it. You know what I mean? Even if I failed 100 times, I kept playing. I eventually got good at it. I practiced. If I felt like I was bad at something, I practiced. I started playing basketball at about 10 years old. I was losing to everybody who's been playing since they were 5 because I started late. But with practice and everything, like I never felt like I couldn't do it. With practice over time, I became good at basketball. I became someone that was like recognized for being a great player. People wanted me on their team. You know what I mean? This is just comes through practice and just the idea that I was never afraid to try. I never felt like I couldn't do it. And that's something that was kind of stripped away from us as time went on, you know what I mean? Because now, even in myself, right? I make these videos. I'm 20 years old right now. When I started this channel, I was 17. I started this channel at 17 years old. You know what I mean? And at that time, there was goals that I had. Some of them that have been accomplished and some of them that are still being worked towards. But at that age of 17, as determined as I was, there was still a little bit of kind of hesitation that didn't exist as a child. There was a little bit of hesitation as far as like how much effort I would have to put in, or me feeling like, is it even possible to do this or this or that? Like, there's certain hesitance that is present as you get older because it's different. There's different things at stake. The mindset is different. We've kind of been accustomed to different mentalities. People have drilled different information into our head that make us feel different about different things. You know what I mean? And it kind of sucks that that's the case, but I mean, that's what it is. But that's kind of like the main thing when it comes to the difference between when we were younger and when we were older. This guy's butt scooting across the floor. Like, Kane. Kane. Look at this guy. This is my dog. I don't know if I ever showed him on camera. But speaking of, or not speaking of, but I am looking into getting a high quality camera. I don't know. I got a video I'm supposed to be watching later just to compare the different quality cameras for different price range. And I know people talk a lot good things about the DJI cam, and I'm definitely trying to upgrade the camera quality because, hey, get off the couch. I'm definitely trying to upgrade the camera quality to these videos because I don't mind this. Like, I'm still, Kane, cut it out. I don't mind this camera, but at the same time, I would like to get better quality. I'm not in a rush to. Things will happen as they happen, but I'm definitely looking into getting a better camera because I'd like to do these sit down videos. I'd also like to go in public, go to like hang with other people and do these kinds of videos. So that would be a great idea, and I think it would be easier for you guys to watch. I got the pretty decent audio quality, which I think is the number one most important thing when it comes to these kind of videos, and then once I get the video quality to go with it, that's gonna be great also. So we'll keep moving slowly. But yeah, that's kind of something I just wanted to talk about. I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say. It's kind of not late, but about ready for me to wrap up the day. I'm definitely gonna try to build a more consistent schedule with these videos. My goal right now is kind of one video a week and a daily TikTok every day, and then one full video a week. Right now the videos are kind of lower time. Soon we're going to, without speaking too much, because I want to put action, with my words rather than just speaking, but eventually we'll get back to the 30-minute, 40-minute long episodes. We'll get back to streaming on multiple platforms. We'll do all that slowly but surely, but right now we're just building the consistency. I made a video recently about avoidance and things like that, and I've talked about this in multiple videos, but I want you guys to know just at the end, and I'll probably make a full video about this next week too, but action is number one over everything. Nothing comes before action. So I'm going to continue to put one step in front of the other and keep moving forward, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I appreciate y'all watching. I really do. Everybody who watches videos, I don't care if you stay for 2-3 minutes, I appreciate you watching. But I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace out.